Catherine Ponder. She is a leading teacher and also an author who teaches about the prosperity mindset. So, please welcome back to my channel Over and Beyond. My name is Sushmita. So, today I am going to teach what Catherine Ponder has written in her books and how are we going to implement in our life. She is a leading example because she herself was born in a not so privileged environment and she had started her life from zero to everything. Like, she was an author and she has traveled around the world and she has taught how the universe actually works, how your thoughts and universe are interconnected. So let's begin. So one thing that Catherine Ponder has taught in her book, Open Your Mind of Prosperity. Open your mind over prosperity. So the first principle towards this path is don't feel guilty. It is absolutely fine when you have a deep desire or a desire to enjoy the luxury of life. Everyone in this world has the right to enjoy the abundance that the universe has. So in that case, Catherine Ponder, she says that if you have a desire of earning more wealth, to be more prosperous, you don't have to feel guilty. So basically हमारे मिडिल क्लास में कैसे होता है कि if someone odd is there in the family who has a desire towards luxury, who likes to be rich, who likes branded clothes, and they like everything good, you would see you come across few person, they are by natural like that. So a third person always tries to describe that person as greedy and always he or she talks about money. But the point is that is only the path, that is the key towards prosperity. They are naturally on track. And like I'll give you an example, or there was an instance where I can say I have experienced that because I had a roommate who was exactly like that, and I was on the other side that time because I too have come from a normal mid-class family who has this kind of a mentality. So I was always wondering, and even I told her on her face once a while that why do you always get inclined towards these material things and all these things. And she just answered that I just like all those things and I want to enjoy everything. That time that thing did not make any sense to me, but today it does, because I understand that every human being, whoever is born in this world, has the right to enjoy the luxury that the universe has provided. So now I understand that she was already aligned to the abundance, and I had to make an effort, in fact, to come to that alignment. And today, after so many years, I have actually understood the concept. So don't feel guilty about your desires or your passion which is towards material or luxury. It definitely makes sense. So Catherine Ponder क्या बोलती है कि when she had started preaching about this prosperity thing in the church, like initially when she had started her career, so she was preaching this and she was feeling guilty because people who were listening to her, they too were feeling guilty that they are listening to Catherine, and at the same time Catherine too was feeling guilty preaching or explaining the masses about the prosperity thinking and how to gain more wealth and how to have a financial freedom and so many things. So later on she also realized at the same time that if I don't teach this, I am closing the door. I'm closing the door that the universe has opened to me, and this door is only the key to success and prosperity in my life. So people, please don't feel guilty. It is absolutely fine, because prosperity and spirituality both are the same thing. So what is the real source of prosperity? If I say that for example, if you are still feeling guilty about attaining gold, diamond, money in your life, still have a doubt that those things are evil, I will just give you an example. Like in Bible, Jesus has talked about gold, cattle, and so many things, which means riches. And in Hindus as well, if you see our idols, okay, you see they are all decked up with gold, and they are like fully wearing jewelries and very very expensive jewelries. Like they are having everything. So that itself symbolizes that all these things are not evil and there is no harm. And that itself symbolizes that you too, like every day when you go to your God and do your affirmations or your prayers, you will look at all those things, and you too would want to reflect or attract those things in your life. So there is no point of feeling guilty about prosperity and having lots of wealth and good things in your life. So Catherine says one more thing is that actually blew my mind is like how a positive thinking or a thought can change your life. So what she has told is, like when she was writing this book, she had two typewriters who were actually typing her book. So she had told that in that process of typing the book, both of them had resigned and they went on for a better life. So the first one, the first typewriter, as she was writing the book, she started implementing all the thoughts and all the things that she Catherine had written in her book, and she started implementing that in her life. And eventually what happened is that her life changed. So her husband, who was quite unemployed for quite some time, he got a very good sales job, and this lady did not work. I mean, it happened that the need of work was not there after that, and she resigned. In the same way, the other lady had come and she continued the work, and she too started implementing whatever Catherine had written in her book. And eventually what happened, the same thing happened with her, is that she got this idea that she has to do something for herself. She got the purpose of her life and she became a dressmaker, and eventually like she succeeded and flourished in her business. So that's how the thought has to be. So you really need to be very very vigilant with your thought. So God is the ultimate source of prosperity. So though God or universe, whatever you say, it is a non-physical entity, so is it actually practical to give our trust and give our everything to the universe and God? Yes, because these are the examples that I gave you are perfect examples, like for examples where you can trust the universe. Okay, these ladies, these typewriters who I am talking about, they completely trusted the universe and just worked on their prosperity mindset, and they just got the results. So we really need to understand that the source is the universe. Okay, so now how are we going to do this? Okay, how are we going to start our journey towards prosperity thinking? Okay, so the foremost thing is that we are going to work on our thoughts. So first thing that we need to do is we need to do a complete cleanup of the thoughts. How do we do that? Is the first thing we have to do is we have to get rid of all the negative thoughts. So once we get rid of all the negative thoughts, we create a vacuum in our mind. Okay, when we create this vacuum in our mind, you have to be very vigilant and be very mindful of what kind of thoughts you are thinking. Okay, whether they are positive or they are negative, whether it is good for you or bad for you, whether it is impacting you in your day-to-day life, whether it's giving you a good mood or a bad mood. So be very very careful on your thoughts. So initially it's going to be very difficult because you will not be able to identify, or you'll not be even aware that the thoughts which are going on in your mind, whether it is positive or a negative, yes, you would know that it is a negative one, but it is a very rare chance that you might once in a day you might actually think that, oh, throughout the day I have been thinking negative. So when you make it a practice, it will happen actually. Like whenever a negative, it will happen with practice, that whenever there is a negative thought coming, you immediately become aware and you just cancel those thoughts. No, okay, like you immediately say that no, that thought is not for me, it is a negative thought, okay, and you just shoo away that thought. Okay, that way slowly, okay, when you start practicing this entire activity of removing the negative thoughts from your mind, you create a vacuum. So when you create that vacuum, so that vacuum you need to fill with all the positive thoughts, all the positive affirmations, with all the good things that you desire in your life. So basically I mean to say that the energy that you actually spend in thinking negative things, instead if you do it thinking about the good things that you want in life, okay, and not thinking about what you don't want in your life, think about all the good things that you want in your life, so that that vacuum gets filled with all the good things in your life. So in the same way, one more thing that you can do it in your physical world, okay, I'm not talking about your inner world now, I'm just talking about your physical world around. So in your physical world, how you can start doing the cleansing is, okay, first do a cleaning of your house. People are very, very, very reluctant of giving away expensive things. They might not be using those things at all for years, and there is no chance as well that they might even use that in future. Like for example, there is a bag, okay, that's gone outdated, okay, but that bag they had bought was very expensive and they are not going to use it in any party or anywhere, okay. So they're very reluctant to give away all these things, okay. So first you have to follow that detachment, okay. So when you give away those things, okay, don't care about the value of the things. Just see whether you actually want that thing in your life or you don't want that thing. So if you want that thing, you can keep it, okay. And if you don't see that thing that it's useful for you now or not in near future, then just give away. So when you give away, you create a vacuum in your physical world, in your home, okay, so that new and useful and valuable things will come to you. So it's just like a cycle, okay, just like life cycle, it's just a cycle, okay. So when you just give away things like this, okay, there are new things new and beautiful things what you have thought. Now that you have done a cleansing of your mind, there would be new things that would come into your life. Let me give you an example. Again, I had a colleague, okay, and she was actually in the company for quite some time in the same position, okay, and she was a divorcee as well, and she was living a very routine life since forever. From the time I have seen her, nothing was changing in her life. So I don't know, from somewhere she came to know, and she started cleaning her pedestal one day. So I went and asked her, asked this lady, what's up, like what are you doing? And she just told that, look Sushmita, I'm just trying to clean up all the old things and stuff so that I can get some new good valuable things in my life. So I'm just trying to clean up, I'm just trying to create a vacuum. I'm like hopeful that if I clear all these things, new and good things would come. So unless I clear these old baggages, I'm just not able to expect for new things. I said, well, that makes sense, okay. So she just did the cleansing, and believe you me, she was promoted in no time. I think it just hardly took a while, a month or so. After that she was promoted, and bang on. Second thing is, she even got married for the second time, and after that she left the job and she flew to US, and now she even doesn't work and she is just traveling, and she's having a gala time and she's just enjoying her life. So that's a live example that I saw, but I didn't realize that, nor did I implement it that time. But now that I think my time has come to do all those things, I am doing it, and I'm seeing a lot of changes in my life. It's a short thing. Okay, so just get detached from all the expensive things or the things that you have accumulated all these years, and these things are actually not bringing any I mean, it's not giving you any value. They're not bringing any values, or they're not adding any values in your life. So just get rid of all those things and create a vacuum in your home, so that you can push in new and good things in your life. Same like you can do it for your car and other storerooms and everything. Okay, try it. And one more thing that actually helps you in cleansing is it's quite intense, but it is definitely a very powerful thing. It's forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness, and I told you in my previous videos also, like forgiveness is one of the surest and the quickest way of manifestation. Okay, and apart from that, forgiveness is it is the way of cleansing your inner baggages completely. Like one point of time, you might feel that if you forgive someone, you might lose, like you become a loser if you forgive someone. Okay, you like to carry that baggage. Okay, but the baggage is too heavy, because you are somewhere down the line, you are bound and you are binded to that person, and the link is still there. It's a bitter link though. Okay, but the link is still there. But if that link is there, you're not absolutely clean from inside. You're carrying that baggage with you. So forgiveness is only the way to dissolve that link. You forgive that person, that link is broken. Okay, you are not carrying that baggage forward. You become lighter, you become brighter, and you become more kind, and you become more open to new things, new experiences. So these are the initial things, or just a warm-up that I wanted to give you on your prosperity mindset. Like how do you have to start up. This is a warm-up that I wanted to give you, so that you can start doing this slowly. And further, in my next video, I will come up with the steps what we need to follow for prosperity thinking, and how to change your mindset towards prosperity. Thank you for watching. I hope you will start doing it, and you will start thinking about it at least, so that you try to make a change to your life. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you around.